For rental properties, you want to keep your budget low, and come on in, I'll show you what we're doing on the inside. Immediately, the first thing we're going to be doing is ripping all of this out. We're going to depreciate this house on our tax returns to help offset the gain on the other property that we're selling, and that's why I love buying and holding real estate. Welcome to our latest project here in Newbury Park. We just closed on this house for $630,000. We bought it off market directly from the homeowner. As some of you know, I have a company that buys houses and I have a company that sells houses. So this is one that we're buying. We're gonna turn it into a rental. We're gonna build an ADU. So let's go check it out and I'll give you guys the roadmap. So I really like this house. We got a great deal on it at $630,000. We're competing with a company called Open Door that buys houses directly from homeowners too, but they wanted to do a deal with someone that was directly purchasing the home, not a big corporation, and they did not want to list the property. I always tell people they're going to get more money if they put it on the market. They did not want to do that. So now we own it. Let's check it out. Really nice property on the front. We actually don't have to do anything, which is amazing because for rental properties, you want to keep your budget low. And come on in, I'll show you what we're doing on the inside. Immediately, the first thing we're going to be doing is ripping all of this out. We're going to demo this wall out, open up the whole floor plan. Same with this wall. We're going to make this all completely open to the kitchen and the living/dining over there. We've got a really nice fireplace. We've got to do paint, flooring, get rid of the walls, new doors, things of that nature. But once we do these small things, I've got a budget of about $50K to kind of fix this up and get it back to life and get it rented for the main house. And then we're gonna build an ADU. One of the reasons why I love this house, why I bought it, is because of the huge yard. I can build a separate ADU over here in the future if I want to. It's got views of the mountains, completely private, single-story property. And what we can do here is actually separate the living spaces. So I'm gonna put a fence right along here. This garage is gonna become its own living unit. Once the fence is up, this will be a separate rental unit. It'll have its own yard here, and then the main house will still have its own massive yard over there. So Charlie, my contractor, is gonna come meet us over here in about 5 minutes, but let's go check out the garage where we're gonna be building an ADU. So with how high rates are right now, it's very hard to cash flow on properties and you have to get creative. One of the things that I do in order to force the cash flow up is we're gonna spend about $80,000 in here creating a permitted ADU. So this is gonna have its own kitchen, its own water heater, its own bedroom. We're gonna blow this out. We're gonna have doors going out to its own yard that we showed you outside. This is gonna be completely unrecognizable. We're gonna do vaulted ceilings. It's gonna be amazing by the time we're done. So this unit right here will rent out for about $2,700 a month with its own yard. And then once we do the flooring and we open all this stuff up, this house will probably get in the $3,500 ballpark. So all in, we'll be making good money on it. With how high rates are, we're just gonna be breaking even. But to be able to break even on a house in this market is honestly a win. I can't wait to get rid of this right here. Hey Charlie, I started your demo for you. Oh. You gotta take this off the price because I already got it started.
Oh, right.
See this one? It's already ready to go. Love Charlie. Once this is opened up to that area and the kitchen is open up here, this house is gonna feel so much bigger. It's so fun. Okay, come with me. We're gonna scrape all the ceilings, paint all the walls. The bathrooms aren't bad. We might put new countertops on them, new handles. This shower isn't horrible. For rent, you really don't have to do all the things that you were gonna do if you're gonna flip it to get top dollar. So we're just gonna make it look beautiful and livable. And honestly, most of that can be done just by the flooring and paint and opening up the kitchen. So we have one bedroom here, nice normal bedroom, looks out on the backyard. We've got two other bedrooms here, one here with its own closet, smaller bedroom, but still nice and usable, more than enough to rent. In here, same thing, it's got its own closet, usable space. For rental, this is great because we have the two bedrooms here, one here, and the master. So 4 bedrooms for rent opens up your market a lot. This is nasty, but this is what I like buying. I like buying the ugly houses that need a lot of love, which is why we're able to get a good deal on it. So in here, obviously, same thing, scrape the ceilings, put new flooring in. Let's see if we need new windows. They're single pane, but for rent, that'll do. And then it's got its own attached bathroom. It's all in good shape in here, nothing too much to do. I think I'm gonna have Charlie put a new shower in here and maybe put a new vanity in this one. Got some storage. Yeah, we'll have to brainstorm a little bit because this is good space that I might be able to open up a little bit to get a premium for rent. So we'll decide on that. But all in, I'm stoked on this house. These are the projects that I really love because I like flipping real estate, but I love holding real estate. All of my net worth is built in the houses that I own. When you flip stuff, you get the cash out of it. It's really easy to spend the money that you get from a flip, but when you buy something and you hold it, you get the cash flow and it just continues going up in value and the rents continue going up. Not to mention, we have the flip on Kentfield. And this is the piece that I love more than anything else. So we're gonna have a huge capital gain on Kentfield. When we buy this house, we're gonna be able to do what's called a cost segregation, and we will be able to offset most of our profits from that flip just by buying another house, which is sort of insane to think about, but we're gonna depreciate this house on our tax returns to help offset the gain on the other property that we're selling. And that's why I love buying and holding real estate. So let's go talk a little shop with Charlie about the ADU and a starting date and all of that stuff. And then one thing that you really have to focus on in here is, one more try. Karate. So fun. So stupid. Oh shoot, we're not taking that wall out. I'm just kidding. Tyler behind the camera is freaking out right now. So this, we've already been in here, but this is really where all the money is made. That rental is gonna be good, but if we didn't have the money to convert this into a rental unit, this house would lose money on a monthly basis. But since we're gonna be fixing this up into a rental, this is what's gonna put us in the green. And to give you guys an idea on how we do all this, so because I have a really good relationship with my hard money lenders and my private money contacts, I was able to get 100% of the purchase price funded and an $80,000 budget for construction. The construction is gonna be about probably 120. So I only have to come out of pocket $40,000 for this entire build. So this sounds weird. Once you learn the game and you get a better understanding and better contacts, you're able to do things like this, which 8 years ago, I would have had absolutely no idea how to do. And if you're interested in learning how to do this, comment the word invest down below and I'll send you my course on how to get started in this. What are we thinking, Charlie?
The beam go all the way through, right?
Yep.
This soffit coming out, right?
Yep. So another thing that we're doing that Charlie was just talking about is we're taking out this soffit here. So when you walk in, you don't have low ceilings, it goes all the way up, so it makes it feel bigger. What do you think about this one? Any ideas here?
I'm not gonna have enough cabinet space.
Yeah, I think we just leave it, especially for rent. Maybe new handles. New handles are cheap. So in the kitchen, to make this place feel new without spending a bunch of money, we're gonna replace all of the handles, get rid of these old knobs. The cabinets are okay, they're not ideal. If I was flipping this, I would definitely blow out and put in a brand new kitchen, but we can get away with just doing countertops and handles in here. And with the flooring being replaced and all of this being completely open, we'll have like a brand new looking kitchen. What we're having to do here in order to open this up, we have to run a beam starting here and running all the way across the house over to here in order to support the load that this is carrying. So this beam is gonna be one of the more expensive pieces of the project, but to get a premium for rent, you do need to have an open floor plan. So that's something I am willing to spend money on. Okay, so we've been in here for like 30 minutes trying to figure out what to do, but I think we got it. So we have this kind of wasted space right here with a makeup station that is not usable at all. In here, we have this weird kind of L-shaped vanity that doesn't work, and this storage also isn't super usable. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna blow all of this out. We're gonna make this added closet space because for a master, you wanna have like some good closet space. And then we're gonna blow this out and blow out the storage that's on the other side that I'll show you in a second. So we can put a big 9-foot slab of material, have a huge master right here, and then we have the shower and extra closet space, and that's really the best way to maximize it here, and I'll show you what we're stealing from on the other side. So you gotta get kind of creative in these situations. So we're gonna steal this space here and pull all of the bathroom out to where this ends. So then we get the big 9-foot dual vanity here, you still have the shower, and you get some extra closet space. Good to go. Just small things that you don't really account for in your initial budget. Like obviously this is trash. So like we're gonna pull this out and then we have to put new closet doors in. And it's small things like that that kind of add up, but they're absolutely necessary if you want to get a good tenant. That's a wrap on the concepts for this house. I'm so excited that we're finally closed and that I own this property. I'll bring you guys back here as we have more updates. All right, so we are only 10 days into construction here at the Newbury Park rental, and check it out. It already feels like a completely brand new property. The header is completely put in. The floor plan is open. We had a soffit there that made the room feel a lot smaller, and this feels literally like a brand new house already. It's not much to look at right now, but once we get all the finishes in, this place is gonna be amazing. This was all walled off before. The wall ran all the way here and all the way that way. So this was like all shut off, small kitchen. And now that we have all the walls opened up and we've got the new header run across, this place feels huge. So now we have the open floor plan here. We shut off the access to the garage because that's gonna be its own rental unit. Let's go check out what we're doing in the master. All right, so here we got the master. Before we had that nasty carpet. Everything is completely out now, and we are getting ready to demo these walls and to make this a true master suite. So in the master bath before, we had this like weird shaped little vanity here. We're gonna completely blow all of this out, get rid of this wall, get rid of this, and pull it all out to here so that we have a big master suite. In here, we had this old dusty vanity, so we ripped that out. We'll put a new one in. These are simple, great changes to make. A new vanity is like 500 bucks. It'll completely make the bathroom feel new. It's a rental and the shower's in decent shape, so usually if it's a flip, I'm gonna turn that into something luxury, but for rental, this will do just fine. It's clean white tile. Man, even just ripping the flooring out in this house made a huge difference. So as you can see here, we've got rid of the access from the main house to the garage because the garage is gonna become our rental unit. I'll show you from the outside. So we'll probably rip this structure out. This will all be the yard for the main house. Then we'll put a fence starting here, running all the way down the yard this way, so that we'll have two separate yards, one for the main house, one for the guest house, and then we'll put sliders on the garage rental unit so that they can access their own yard here. With buying rental property in this strange high interest rate environment, you have to get creative with how you're gonna force cash flow. This garage unit is how we're forcing the cash flow to still make money with rates at 7.5%. All right, let's go check out the garage unit. So this is all pretty much just demoed out right now. We're prepping this all to be completely separated from the main house. We'll vault the ceilings in here so it's got like a luxury high ceiling feeling. We'll actually still get 2 bedrooms out of this, and then our access to the backyard will be over there. So now we have our kitchen totally opened up to the main living space. The ceilings are higher, everything feels bright. All right, so that's the update here at our rental project that we're doing here in Newbury Park. Stay tuned for part 2. Welcome back to our Wendy Drive project. We are finally done with construction. Wait until the end because we had a lot of stuff transpire, and I'm gonna run through all the numbers and what changes we made, but come on in, I'll show you the construction. You can see from before, all of this was walled off. It was weird, it didn't make sense. I was kicking walls in. I had to change this. So we ripped all of the walls out, every single one of them. We ran a huge header all the way from that wall down to this wall. So we have this open concept now. We put this concrete tile in over here so we have a nice modern fireplace. We have a big, huge kitchen island, which it was missing before, with the quartz countertops, lots of storage underneath. Stainless appliances with black, kind of a nice accent, and it didn't cost a ton of money to get all of these put in. And one of the things that we did to save money, because it is just a rental property, is that we kept the existing cabinetry and just put new handles on it. And for the average renter, this is way nicer than what's on the market, and it still looks great. This actually used to be access into the garage, but what I do with my rental properties is I convert the garages into an extra living space. So we walled all of this off and got it all prepped for the next round of construction. Back here, I just got off the phone with my contractor and my landscaper, barking at him to throw that fridge away and redo all of this landscaping. This does not look good. The house is not rented yet, and I'm pretty sure this is why, but I'm really busy running my sales business, so I don't come to my projects as often as I would want to. Part of the reason we bought this is because of the view. While it's not like an incredible panoramic view, I'm a big view guy. This has a really nice overlook at the mountains out there. Okay, get rid out of here. Let's go talk about the rest of the house. So this is actually a 4-bedroom house, which is great for rental purposes. We've got 2 here, and then in here we redid this bathroom, new vanity, new countertop, new mirror, and we just cleaned up the shower. It's nice white tile. It'll work for our purposes for getting the house rented. So when it comes to rentals, it's all about your return on capital. Am I gonna get an extra X amount of dollars per month for spending $5 grand to redo this? No. So we leave it, we make it as good as we can, move on. We've got another good sized bedroom here. This is where we did a ton of work. We again had to get very creative with how we're gonna make this work. Our laundry room actually used to be in the garage, which we're converting into another rental unit. So let me show you what we did here. We're gonna splice in the before right here because it's very hard to explain, but this was an L-shaped weird island thing in the bathroom. It made absolutely no sense. Huge waste of space. So we've now got the dual vanity, nice modern mirrors in. We cleaned up the shower, new shower head, and we moved the toilet, which was right here, over here to give us way more space. So before we had that weird L-shaped thing inside the bathroom, and we had this wasted storage here. So we made the best use of the space. Like we said, we had to get rid of our laundry in the garage. So we created a whole new room for it right here. And this is where you make half your money in real estate. When you're able to get creative with where you're gonna put things, how you're gonna structure it, that's when you can make money. When everybody else is looking over the opportunity, you can get creative and make that money. Now what I'm really excited about is taking my same strategies that I've used in single family housing to build a net worth and move it over into commercial. So we started a fund, a syndication, where we're partnering with other people that have capital to go into bigger apartment buildings where we can force the value up like I am in these single family houses, but do it with 20 units, 30 units, 100 units instead of on a single family house. So now let's dive into the nitty gritty that a lot of the flippers and real estate shows won't actually talk to you about. I paid $630,000 for the house. I put about $60,000 into this house to make it look the way that it does. I was gonna spend $70,000 here to improve the house, get more cash flow. We use that to invest into the business. So now we're gonna refinance it. We owe about $750,000 after you factor in all of the cash out and the escrowed mortgage payments. So our payment on this is gonna be out $5,500 a month. We're gonna rent this out for probably $4,000. We're gonna lose $1,500 a month, but I love holding real estate, and I know that once I convert the garage and build a third unit here, I'll be making $3,000 to $4,000 a month. So that's how I analyze deals. I'm gonna be charging about $2,800 for a 2-bed, 1-bath in the garage. And then if we do decide to build a third unit in the backyard, that'll be about $3,200 for another 2-bed, 1-bath. So all in, there's gonna be like, I don't know, $9,000, $10,000 in rent that's generated every month. The payment is $5,500. So that's how you make cash flow in real estate, even with really high interest rates and pulling your cash out of the deal. If you guys are interested in learning how to invest into real estate or investing into our deals, fill out the link in our description. We'll be sure to get in touch with you. And as always, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notifications on. And if you guys love this series, let me know in the comments below what you want to see, and we'll keep it going.